Hi, Next Change. Vivian here. I want to talk today about abuse. And the question that I'm asking you today is how much abuse will you take? You know, a lot of times in life we go along and we develop relationships, whether they be platonic relationships, romantic relationships, we have family relationships, true intimate relationships. There are all types of relationships, working relationships, employer, employee. But my question today is how much abuse will you take? You know, a lot of times we go through life and we allow people to just abuse us. And there are different many ways that people can abuse you. You know, it could be that they're speaking to you in condescending tones. They're disrespecting your boundaries. They're pushing them. They're pressing them. They're saying things that they know upset you, even when you don't want them to say it. They're mean. They bully you. They intimidate you, and just other different things. Maybe it might even be physical. But the thing is, what I'm talking about is, you know, how do you know when you are being abused? The difference between being sensitive and the difference between being abused. So there's sensitive, and sensitive usually is when, you know, a lot of people might be telling you the same thing. Like there are certain things you get upset about. There are certain ways that you respond in situations. And usually a sensitive person has heard from several people across settings that they're kind of sensitive. So if it's something that you kind of hear a lot about yourself, it's likely you might be a little sensitive about things. But then there are those times when you may have one particular person or one particular situation, and usually it's a person that's telling you that you're sensitive, and other people might not be telling you that, and they're not listening to what you're saying. You're trying to tell them maybe things that you don't like, maybe things that hurt your feelings, maybe things that you don't want to do, and they become maybe very aggressive. They become very demanding. They become punishing by calling you names or by, and it doesn't have to be bad, profane names. It could just be names that you don't like. Like sometimes people will say you're sensitive, and that might be a sore spot because you're not, but that's just their way of being abusive towards you. Or they might become intimidating so that you don't speak your mind, or you don't speak about things that bother you or that affect you. All of that is abuse, and all of that is emotional abuse. And a lot of times in life, we let people emotionally abuse us just for the sake of peace, for the sake of, sometimes for the sake of the children, for the sake of promotion, for the sake of being liked, for the fear of being alone. And so I want to put that challenge forth. I mean, this is 2019, and a lot of times we make resolutions and those types of things. And I haven't made any resolutions myself, but I have been thinking about something that I want to change or something that I want to hone in on for the new year and just make better. But the whole thing about abuse came up because abuse is rampant, and it's because of so many things, and a lot of times it's allowed because of fear, and it's inflicted because of particular insecurities and ambitions. So, the question that I want to pose today is how much abuse will you take before you make a change? And that change could be anything. It could be ending a relationship. It could be speaking up for yourself. It could be making your boundaries more clear. It could be finding more people in your life that aren't abusive. And, it could be an exchange of energy. So, those people that are around you that are abusive, you might want to swap out those energies with people with more loving and nurturing energies that will vibe with you and the things that you want to do in your life and bring you up or bring you higher. So remember, you're not here in life to suffer at the hands or the discretion at another person. So make sure that you stand up for yourself. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure that you know who you are, and and that you are valuable. And let 2019 be the year that you stop being abused. Hi again. This is Vivian from Next to Change. See you next time.